Hello, I will show you today how to test nonlinear relationships with regression. Okay, first, my dependent variable is anxiety. My dependent variable is cognitive complexity. I suppose that between anxiety and cognitive complexity there is a nonlinear relationship in such a way that when the level of anxiety is too low or too high, our cognitive complexity is low. This is when we are not anxious, we are not motivated to process the information, and our cognitive complexity will be low. But when we are too anxious, we process slowly the information because our attention field will be narrower, so our cognitive complexity will be low too. Conversely, when our level of anxiety will increase from low to moderate, the cognitive complexity will increase too and will be greater compared to the situations that I have described earlier. And I will test this relationship now. Okay, these are my variables. First, we have to center the independent variable in order to reduce the multicollinearity. We will have multicollinearity because our independent variable will be squared too in order to test the nonlinear relation. If you want to read more on multicollinearity and on what we need to center the variables, you can use these references. They are very useful. Okay, let's center the variable. I will go to Analyze, Descriptives. Here it is, the anxiety. I'm interested in the mean because I have to subtract the mean from the original variable, and that will be the centered variable. Continue and OK. Good. I will copy the mean. I will go to transform, compute variables. Okay. I will introduce the original variable, anxiety. And I named it send an ANX. Okay. And here it is, a new centered variable. Good. Now I will square the centered variable because I will use the squared variable in the regression. So I go again to transform and compute. Good. Now I will run the regression. The next step. The second step was to compute the interaction between the independent variable itself. And now the third step is to compute the hierarchical regression. Regression, linear. Reset. So, the cognitive complexity is the dependent variable. I don't have here any control variables, but I can use task structure as a control variable. When we do a regression, we introduce in the first step the control variables. If we have 5 controls, we introduce all 5. I have 1, so I introduce it. Next, I will introduce the centered anxiety in order to test first the simple relationship, the linear relationship. And now in the third step, I will introduce the centered squared variable in order to look at a nonlinear relationship, or if there is a nonlinear relationship. I go to statistics. I'm interested in R squared change. Continue. Okay, and okay. So here are the results. As we can see, the first model, which is composed from the first variable, is non-significant. The second and the third models are significant. The third model explains a huge amount of variance in the dependent variable. We will look now at the last table. No, a table with coefficients. This is okay. Here we can see that when we add the squared variable, the task structure, which was our control variable, becomes non-significant. The linear relationship remains significant, which is good. Here it is significant too. Here remains significant in the last model. And the squared variable is significant too. And the coefficient is negative, which shows us that there is a nonlinear relationship. Okay. This is it. This is how we interpret the result. And thank you for watching this video. If you have questions or observations, please write to me to this address, to this email address. So, goodbye, strangers.